Guys, I'm so stoked right now. It's new gear day. A lot of you guys know this, some of you guys don't. I do a lot of different creative stuff for a living, lots of video, photo, sound, stuff like that. I've been waiting on getting a new mixer for a long time. I do a lot of sound, like live sound, bands and stuff like that. And I've been holding off on getting a new mixer for a long time. But my current mixer, which is a Zoom L12, I lost one of the channels on it. So I have a show coming up on, actually tomorrow. I was basically forced to get a new mixer. But that's not a bad thing when you're a gearhead, when you're an audio guy, because you always want new gear anyway. I can't wait to show you guys this mixer. So my current mixer is a Zoom L12. It's kind of like a hybrid podcast, streaming, and live mixer, all rolled into one. It's got a built-in recorder. It's got a lot of cool features. It can do multi-track recording to the to an SD card with the internal recorder. So it's really, really cool, really convenient if you want to record a band without a computer. It's really, really, really nice actually. But it was lacking a lot of features that a lot of sound engineers like in a mixer, right? Like it was set up like an analog mixer, you know what I mean? Very simple EQ, very simple effects, stuff like that. It was just lacking some features, you know. It's a digital mixer, but it was set up kind of like an analog mixer a little bit. Anyway, I've upgraded, right? I got another budget option. It's by a company called Alto. It's a brand new mixer, came out in December of 2025. It's a budget option, but it offers a lot for the money. Man, this lens is tight. I really should have gotten a wide angle. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I'm really excited because this mixer will allow me to take my mixes to a much more precise, much more professional level. Wow, it is snowing outside. Anyway, yes, this mixer will allow me to take my live mixes to a whole new level. It's going to be way more precise, and I'm really, really stoked about that. Let's check out the new mixer. Guys, check it out. This is the new mixer here. It is an Alto Professional TMD16. Now, Alto is definitely a budget brand. It's, you know, nothing fancy at all, but as we all know, so is Behringer. Behringer is a budget brand too, and they make surprisingly decent mixers. And so that's kind of what I came into this kind of thinking that way, kind of thinking, well, you know, I might not want Alto speakers, just like I don't want Behringer speakers, but I like Behringer mixers. Behringer mixers are great. I've had really, really great experience with Behringer mixers. So I decided, you know what? Let's give Alto a try for a mixer. And so this is insane. It's a digital mixer, and they cost $700. So it's $699 retail. You can probably find them on sale maybe by Christmas or something like that. I didn't have the luxury of being able to wait for that, so I had to just grab it now. So I got it for $699. Hold on, let's unbox this thing. So we got a power cable. What are they called? IEC power, I think. USB cable. USB-B to USB-A. We have a manual. I'm sorry if these shots are blown out. I kind of just jumped in here. Wasn't really thinking about lighting too much. I was so excited. I just wanted to unbox this thing. Also, I'm a little nervous because the show's tomorrow, and I hate using brand new gear when I have an important show. I usually like to have, you know, some experience. When I have a brand new mixer, I don't normally immediately start using it for live shows or bands, because that's really important to get right. You don't want to make a band sound bad because you're not experienced with your equipment. You're not familiar with your equipment. So I normally, when I get a new mixer, I normally try my best to find a situation in which I can familiarize myself with it and kind of get a feel for it before I ever mix a live band. But in this situation, I don't really have much choice because, as I said earlier, my current mixer, actually, I lost a channel. It's just flat out won't work. And then the other issue is that one of the other channels is just wonky. So like, I just get effects on it, even though there's no effects applied to that channel. Super weird. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Anyway, this is a huge upgrade, so I don't mind so much that happened, because now I get to basically upgrade and, you know, start a journey with a new mixer. And as gear guys, as audio guys, video guys, whatever, we always love a fresh piece of gear. But anyway, so as you can see, it doesn't actually have faders, or it has faders, but they're not actual like physical faders. They're these like touch faders. See? So normally on a digital mixing desk like this, you'll have physical faders, but you'll have them they'll be motorized faders. And the reason for that is, as you can see, it's a 16 channel mixer, but it only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faders for the channels, right? So the way that works is, if you look here, we've got in our bank selection, we've got 1 through 6, and 7 through 16, right? So what that does is it's basically 2 layers for the faders. So when you want to adjust the levels of channels 1 through 6, you're in this bank. When you want 7 through 16, you're in this bank, right? So you use the same fader. So in a regular digital mixing desk situation, you have motorized faders when you hit these buttons, it recalls the levels you had on that layer, and when you hit the other button, it recalls the levels you had on that layer. But with this one, you don't even need the motorized faders because these are touch faders, and you can't see it right now because I don't have it on, but there's LEDs on the side of these. I believe it's on the right side of each channel, and the LED will tell you where your level is at. And then of course you have the screen. It's not a huge screen, but it definitely is big enough to show you all your levels. These are for like gain and EQ and all kinds of different things, and these are some soft buttons that will correspond to whatever's on the screen above them. And then you have just the regular stuff you'd find on a mixer, on a digital mixer specifically, where if you want to affect, you want to affect the EQ on channel 3, you hit select on this right above it, boop, and then you'll get your channel view up here, and you'll be able to get your EQ going and your effects, your compressor, whatever the heck you want to do. Cool. So anyway, this is it. TMD16 16 channel digital mixer. It's got a USB out for just charging. I'm sure this is really for a light. So if you have a USB light that you can, shine some light on this. It's got headphone monitoring out. It's got a ton of I/O. These are your main outs over here. On this end, your main outs left and right. Then you got 4 sub mixes, which are paired. So 1 and 2 are paired as left and right, just like that. And 3 and 4 are paired as left and right, just like that, giving you, 2 stereo sub mixes, or you can have 4 mono sub mixes as well for things like monitors or extending your sound. Anyway, then we have the auxiliary ones, which are for definitely like monitoring and stuff like that, is what I would use them for. And technically, this effects one is kind of the same thing as these auxiliary ones. So technically, you kind of have 4. But yeah, you can also send effects to there as well, or rather send a mix to your effects. And then you've got 1/4 inch left right monitor outs, and then you've got 8 mic preamps that are combo jacks, so you can plug instruments into those as well, 1/4 inch. And then you've got 2 additional ones that are just mic preamps with stereo 1/4 inch left and right on both those channels, 9 and 10, and then 11 and 12 as well. But then a lot of boards will just limit you to the 1/4 inch inputs there. Luckily, this one gives you the mic preamp actually for those channels, but it only gives you the one. So keep that in mind, the 1 per pair. And then you, of course, have your RCA in, which is actually not common. I don't know why I said of course. I don't see a lot of RCA ins on like nicer professional gear. And you have, again, something that I don't see a lot. You have a 3.5 millimeter stereo in as well, which is pretty interesting. So 15/16 is the 3.5 millimeter, 14 and 13 is the stereo RCA in. Interestingly enough, actually, that 1314 is actually also your Bluetooth channel. When you set up your Bluetooth, you'll see that there it is. There's the Bluetooth logo, 1314 or Bluetooth. So you're either or, right? You're either using your RCA ins or your Bluetooth for that channel. But then, of course, we have a foot switch, we have USB-C, we have USB-B, we have Ethernet, and that is for controlling this over Ethernet if you need to. I believe you can control it through Bluetooth directly as well. I haven't messed with that, but I know you can definitely control it through Ethernet as well, or if you have a wireless router, you can plug your wireless router in there as well and control it through that. And then here's your IEC power. I think it's called IEC. I always forget what it's called. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. Anyway, there it is. That's the mixer. I'll do a more in-depth video of this mixer. I know it's a brand new mixer. I know there's not a lot of content about it. So I wanted to take some time to show you guys the mixer and kind of get your thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Would you guys, I know Alto is Alto, I'm not sure how you say it. I know it's a budget brand, and I know a lot of people have a lot to say about their speakers. They say, you know, oh, you know, like they're not great. They're just cheap speakers and this and that and the other. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think about the mixer. Would you guys go with an Alto mixer? I know that there's a lot of opinions about their speakers and stuff like that. I know it's a budget brand, and a lot of people have a hard time kind of, you know, wrapping their heads around getting audio gear from a budget brand. But as I said before, like Behringer is a budget brand as well. And yeah, their speakers are not great, but their mixers are pretty solid. And I've had really, really great experience with those Behringer mixers. So it might be one of those situations where this is just a great bang for buck. And it's just a great deal for anyone out there looking for a digital mixer. So what do you guys think? Would you guys give Alto a try for the digital mixer? I also heard that Alto's new speaker line, like the newest one, I heard that those are actually decent. Like people have been saying that those are actually nice. And same with like Guitar Center's brand, Behringer. I've had Behringer speakers before. Not awesome. You know, they're okay. They make noise, right? Like that's really all I can say about them. But I heard that all the new Behringer speakers are actually really good. So hopefully as technology advances, these companies, these budget brands, they have an easier time sourcing parts and implementing the technology into their speakers and their gear. Anyway, guys, I'll come back with a video for a more in-depth look on the mixer at some point. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking this mixer out with me. Like, comment, subscribe, please. I'm a tiny, tiny channel, and it really, really helps me out. So I appreciate you guys. My name's Kenny Pistol. I'll see you guys in the next one.